ンちゃんは何を食べる？何にしようかな。試してないメニュー今はほとんどないし。
Listening to the two of them talk makes me feel all giddy inside. And it's kind of nice hearing them talk about Caramella's menu.
いろいろ迷っちゃうね。体育祭頑張ったから甘いのとっても美味しく食べられそう。
What's wrong, Cordon?
せっかく体育祭で消費したカロリーをまた摂取してしまうと思うと悔しくて。
I'm sure you'll be fine. Ha ha ha. There's too many ha's. That's what you're worried about, huh? It's a master of life and death for girls, isn't it?
その通りです、朝木先輩。だから悔しくて。でも疲れた時は甘いもの食べると体も心も癒されるよ。それはわかる。だから今日は悔しいけど甘いもの食べちゃう。
Ha ha ha. More HAs. You're gonna end up eating only dessert, are you? Are you? You two worked really hard today, so I guess that's a good reward.
そうですね。うん。そう思うことにします。いらっしゃいませ。あ、コロンちゃん、シエルちゃん、それに店長さんも。
The sports festival just ended, and these two are already in uniform, ready to serve.
こんにちは、リシェ先輩。今日はお客様として来ました。はい。お忙しくないですか？大丈夫だよ。じゃあ、お席にご案内します。
Upon entering Caramella, Richard leads the two girls to their seats. Vera, who is serving the other customers, smiles as she notices the two of them walking in. Right, I need to get changed as well. After putting my things in the office, I get changed and return to the floor. And when I do, I see Ciela and Cordon in the midst of relaxing.
コロンちゃん、今日はすごかったね。たくさんの競技に出て、どれも上位だったし。そんなことないです。たまたまですから。でも、コロンちゃんの頑張りもあったから、うちのクラスは優勝したと思うよ。そうかな。そうだったらいいな。きっとそうだよ。頑張ってたのすごくわかったから。ありがとうございます。庭坂先輩にそう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。
Cordon musters a grin. Receiving compliments is enough to make anyone smile. So it no wonder. So it's no wonder. Seeing her smile like that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But if it was Ciel's route, I would not feel warm and fuzzy inside.
朝木くん、ちょっといいかな？
Oh, yes. Is something wrong?
何かあったわけじゃないの。でも今日は体育祭でみんな疲れてるだろうから、お客様が少なくなる閉店間際に上がってもらって。
You understood. Oh, damn. There's no hyphen there, so is it never mind. Understood. I'll let Niwasaka and Shionomiya know.
二人だけじゃなくて朝木くんもよ。今日一日暑い中頑張ったんだから、早めに体を休めること。
You say that like you did more than just the tug of war. You didn't do that much. Yes, ma'am. After a while, CL and Cordon get ready to leave. Did you two manage to unwind?
はい、とっても。やっぱりカルメラは落ち着きます。
I feel bad for Cordon because I'm already looking forward to CL's route. And even if I did CL's first, after doing CL's route and doing Cordon's route, I'd be like, man, I wish I was doing CL's route again.
本当にそう思います。こうやって時々お客様としてお店にいたいです。
Look, all I'm saying is CL being here ruins Cordon's route because it just makes me want to do CL's route. Okay, so just get rid of CL somehow. I don't know. Pamu can be sick or whatever, and then CL can take care of Pamu for the rest of the route. Haha. You're more than welcome to. Feel free to come in and relax when you don't have any shifts. Oh, I don't know. I was gonna say kill her off for a joke, but a bit dark in this context, wouldn't it?
やったー！コロンちゃん、またお茶しようね。
Especially since, you know, I like CL, so I don't want anything bad happening to her.
じゃあ次も。コロンちゃん、大きなあくび。
Yeah, I almost yawned after that.
これはなんていうか。
There's a lot of A's in the sentence and a lack of them in her speech.
これはなんていうか。
It's just the another I don't know how to pronounce it. You're out all day today, so you're probably just tired, especially since these two, oh well, Cordon definitely did the most work. Physically demanding. No, I know.
そうかもしれないですけど、女の子のあくびをまじまじ見るなんてダメなんですよ。
What does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, yeah, stare at girls while they're yawning. I thought she said while you're yawning. Yeah.
まったくもう、朝木先輩はデリカシーに欠けますね。
I said I'm sorry. I promise not to look next time. I don't know, maybe you should cover your mouth. I don't want to see I don't want to see your lunch. Cotton's always so put together, but sometimes she loosens up and has her moments like this one. Yeah, but it's still overshadowed by CL entirely. I felt bad just staring, but seeing Cotton do something out of character is a treat. Real treat. Is a real treat. Yeah, that's why I like Kudere so much. And Tsundere is to a similar extent, but you know, the problem with Tsundere is that the early days of Tsundere evolved a lot of beating up the main protagonist, so kind of turned me off on liking Tsundere's. CL is the only one working today. There aren't a lot of customers, so she's smoothly dealing with the floor on her own. The laid-back mood of the cafe combined with the quiet atmosphere makes me feel like time has slowed down. Hang on a minute. CL is the only one working today. Even in Cordon's route, CL overshadows her. Bro, I was joking before, but she isn't even in the cafe now. Like, excuse me?
千里さん、注文入ります。
The writers were really like, we all know CL is best girl out of the two. So, you know, we're just gonna make you want to we want to make you go through CL's route. We just want you to go through CL's route so badly that you just give up halfway through Cordon's route and just switch to the other route.
はい、そこに置いといて。
Then imagine it's complete dog shit.
わかりました。
Like, Pamu actually does get sick and doesn't recover, dies. TL gets suicidal. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. I already just came off of Love Gunner Urasekai's Kana route, so like, you know, I don't want to think about any more sad stuff until it happens in Mio's route. So, you know, got some time. Things in the kitchen also seem to have quieted down, with Chisato and CL being less busy than usual. The two C's. Sometimes days like this are much needed. Visual novels like this are much needed. What's wrong? Just when I think things are going well, I hear a loud voice from the kitchen. It's a cockroach, imagine. I'm going to see what's up. I hope Chisato's okay. It's either she didn't order enough of something or she ordered too much of another thing. What's wrong, Chisato?
朝輝くん、ごめんなさい、驚かせたわよね。実は生クリームの在庫が足りなくなっちゃったの。
Oh.
さっき注文された分は足りそうだけど、次に同じ注文が入るとお断りすることになっちゃうわね。業者さんの仕入れが遅れてて、明日まで入ってこないってこと忘れてたわ。
Damn, actually, I was gonna link it back to Rich's route in the first game, right? Where they were completely fine with like the shipment of like with the supply of fruits being cut off, right? But the thing is, cream is a lot more essential in their desserts than fruit is. So yeah, this could actually be detrimental. That's not good.
朝輝くん、悪いんだけど、今日使う分だけ買ってきてもらえない？
Not at all. The cafe's not too crowded, so I'll head out now.
助かる。それじゃあお願いね。
See, look, I could say the same thing about Chisato as I did with Ciel, but here's the thing. With Chisato, there's just enough. There's just enough of a lack of Chisato where you want, like, why isn't there a Chisato route? Most of the time, look, I've been asking for a Chisato route since the first episode of the first game, okay? So, like, it's never gonna happen, but a man can dream. After purchasing the cream, I'm walking back through the shopping street to the cafe when I see a familiar figure in the corner of my eye. Is it caught on? I never would have guessed. Oh my god. Cat. I mean, we knew she liked cats when she wanted one, but I was thinking of an actual cat. It's Cordon, who's trying to win a prize from the crane machine at an arcade. The sight of her concentrating on the game makes me stop dead in my tracks. Might as well pop in and say hi. Thinking that, I approach Cordon and hear her mumbling to herself in a low voice. Here's the thing with Japanese crane games, right? They're a lot more skill-based than everywhere else in the world. So this is pure skill issue if you can't get the cat. It seems like Cordon has tried to win a prize without much success. Well, I guess it is pretty hard. And this is where she spends all of her caramel money. Finally, Cotton drops her hands from the machine and hangs her head in disappointment. Cotton.
あさき先輩なんですか
My sudden appearance scares her enough that she jumps. Oh. And I continue to feel bad for scaring her. Actually, what is the difference? Anyway, never mind. I can't help but difference as in spelling. I can't help but notice that the prize in the crane game is a cat cell phone strap. The prize is right next to the chute, probably due to the fact that she's spent a lot of time trying to get it. It looks ready to fall through the hole at a moment's notice. See, here's the problem. This machine looks like it's isolated, right? It's like one of those machines that isn't really in an arcade. It's just out in the open somewhere, right? If she was at a cafe though, if she was at an arcade though, she would have been able to ask for help to easily get the cat.
見てたんですか
No. No, I was just passing by when I saw you. What, are you playing crane games?
違うんです。これは別に欲しいとかじゃなくて、たまたま見かけたら取れそうだなって思ったからで。
And then ended up spending all of your paycheck on the crane game. Cotton is panicking as she tries to explain herself, but seeing her face glued to the glass of the machine is more than enough evidence. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see anything, especially when you can see the clear you can see the clear marks of her forehead as it was pressed up against the glass of the machine. Did it really look that easy?
はい。だからちょっとやってみようかなって思って。
I see. Okay, let me try.
そうですね。いいんじゃないですか
And so I start to do battle with the crane machine. Cotton's made it this far, so this should be a piece of cake.
すごい。もうちょっとですよ。
Yeah, I've almost got it.
このまま落ちないで。やったー。やりましたよ、朝木先輩。
I somehow managed to win the strap. Cotton seems ecstatic.
すごいです、朝木先輩。
I think I already know what to name this episode. I figured it wouldn't be that hard, but actually winning feels good. Looking at the strap in my hand, I notice that it's the same cat character Cotton always has with her at work. That's probably why she wanted it so bad. You like cats, don't you, Cotton? Here, take it. For a moment, Cotton looks elated, but when she comes back to her senses, she suddenly throws the strap back at me.
猫が好きとかそういうのじゃないんです。取れそうだったからついそれだけです。
Yeah, of course, that's definitely why. Even though she strongly denies wanting the strap, her eyes say otherwise. But I got it for you. I'd be happy if you took it off my hands. Once I hand back the strap, a happy expression returns to Cotton's face. Guess she's gonna take it.
いりません。別に欲しくなんてないんですから。
Hey, don't diss the cat strap, alright? As she returns the strap to me, Cotton turns red and runs off without a word. No matter how you look at it, there's no question that she loves cats. Why is she going so far to hide that? I guess I'll have to ask Ciel when I get back to Caramella. Upon returning to the cafe, Shisato looks extremely grateful. The cream has melted. There are only a few customers, which meant that I had a bit of time to ask Ciel and Cordon, to ask Ciel about Cordon. Ciel, can I have a word?
はい、何ですかお兄ちゃん。
I wanted to ask you something about Cordon.
コロンちゃんのことだったら、コロンちゃんに聞いたらいいのでは
Because the last time I talked to her, she blushed, turned away, and ran. Well, when I went out to buy some stuff, I ran into her. But let's just say I couldn't ask her then and there.
何があったんです
What the fuck? Anyway, Ciel, what'd you say again? I couldn't hear you over the static.
何があったんです
I tell Ciel what happened, and she nods as if she understands.
コロンちゃんはいつもそうなんですよ。猫さんが大好きだから猫のグッズ集めたり猫を見てニコニコするんです。
Who would have guessed?
でも猫さん好きだよねって聞くと絶対に好きじゃないって言うんです。
I figured that one out too. I figured that one out the hard way. I see, but why?
それがわからないんですよね。
Wow, and the plot thickens. That's it? Okay. The next day, it's Cordon's turn to work. Carrying the strap I got yesterday isn't going to do me any good, so I think it's best if I pass it along to Cordon. Hey, Cordon, do you have a moment?
はい、何ですか
About the strap I got yesterday. Connon's eyes widen as I take the strap out of my pocket. She looks away immediately.
それは朝木先輩が取ったものじゃないですか。それがどうかしたんですか
See, Connon, it doesn't really suit my vibe. You know, I'm trying to go for the hard-boiled manager personality, all right? And having this cat strap with me all the time doesn't really I couldn't think of anything else after the bit has been ruined. Yeah, it is. Well, see, it's a bit too girly for my liking. Okay, I was joking, but sure. Basically, what I was trying to say.
確かにちょっと女の子向けっぽいデザインですけど。
I don't think it suits me, and I feel embarrassed carrying it around. So I need someone to hold on to it instead. So, do you mind taking it off my hands? It'd be a waste if you didn't.
そういうことでしたら受け取っても構わないですけど、別に猫が好きだからってわけじゃないんですよ。
Yeah, I know. I'm just glad it's safe with you. Gordon accepts the strap at long last. She still hesitates, but a smile starts to appear on her face once she holds it in her hands. I knew she'd like this cat all along. I wasn't going to use it anyway, so do whatever you want with it.
わかりました。ありがとうございます、朝木先輩。
That's Riz. It's nothing, really.
先輩がつけるには可愛すぎるので、代わりに私が大事にするだけなんですよ。使ってあげないとかわいそうですし。
I know. He's never going to admit liking cats, so there's no point prying. I'm just going to go with what she said. Gordon is the only one working, but she doesn't have any energy. She's all smiles in front of the customers, but she looks depressed at any other time. She seemed so happy the day she got that cat strap. I wonder what happened. It broke. Hold on, do you have a minute?
はい、何でしょうか。
Gordon returns to her usual cheerful self as soon as she hears me call out to her. You trying too hard to smile? You're not feeling sick, are you? You seem a bit off.
そう見えたんですか？
Yeah. Oh, but you've been smiling in front of the customers, so there's no problem there. It's just that when you went off on your own, you started acting a little strange, so I got worried. After I explain my thoughts, he gives me a puzzled look. He stares at me for a bit before coming up with an answer.
実はちょっと気になることがあるんです。
Oh?
はい。実は小テストの成績が思っていたよりも悪かったんです。
Well, shit. Do you mind if I ask what score you got? 1.
あ、70点台だったんです。
Oh, she's one of those. At least she's not like I got a 95%. I wanted to. I do not accept anything below a 98%. I mean, that's not that bad. It was just a quiz, right?
それはそうなんですけど、今までなら小テストくらいなら80点は取っていたので。
Right. And that's why you've been feeling so down in the dumps. But why are you so worried about that quiz though? Hold on, sighs deeply. Then she gives me a troubled look again.
両親からアルバイトを始めるときに学業との両立ができるならやっていいよと言われていたんです。
Ah.
でも特にそれを厳しく言われるわけではないんですが、約束したことを守れないのは良くないと思って。
I see. That's why you looked all depressed.
そんな顔だったんですか？
Yeah. To be honest, I thought there was something seriously wrong. Even though her parents aren't too hard on her, Kono feels a need to keep her promise to them. She's such a good kid. Kono's parents are clearly aware of that, so I'm sure it's fine. Do you know why you didn't do as well this time?
はい。バイトを始めてから疲れて早く寝ることが多くなったからだと思うんです。
As in, basically, her schedule's been filled. Before she could fill it up with studies, but now it's filled with work.
今までは授業の予習復習をしっかりしていたんですけど、最近は眠くてそれができていなくて。
Hold on, that's what I said, alright? You don't need to repeat what I just said, alright? Makes sense? I think it's great that Koron actually takes the time to study ahead and review things. Especially because I just procrastinate and study for my test last minute. But if working at Caramel is the cause of her troubles, I want to do whatever I can to help her. Are you studying a lot on your days off?
はい、一応。でも最近は日々の予習復習ができていないので、少し進みが悪いというか。
I see. Sounds like you prefer to study a little every day instead of cramming all at once. Well, that's because it's more efficient that way.
自分でもそう思います。
If there's anything you need help with, don't hesitate to let me know. I can help teach you.
朝木先輩が？
Why does it sound like you don't trust me?
いえ、そうではないんですけど、まあ確かに夏休みの宿題もお世話になりましたから、教えてもらうのは悪くないかと思います。
Feel free to ask me for help during your breaks. We could even study together sometime. You're worried about your score dropping because of your part-time job, so I want to do everything I can to help you.
朝木先輩、ありがとうございます。それじゃあ今度教えてもらってもいいですか？授業の復習ができていれば小テストがいつあっても大丈夫だと思うので、きちんと見直しをしたいんです。
Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know when you need me.
それじゃあ、明日お願いできますか？
Tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Tomorrow it is. I'm kind of surprised to hear she wants help right away, but I don't have any reason to refuse. Oh, right. Is my house okay?
朝木先輩の部屋ですか？
Yeah. I need to be around it. I need to be around in case something happens in the cafe, so I'd rather do this in my room. It's nice and quiet there too.
言われてみればそうですね。わかりました。それじゃあ、明日は朝木先輩の部屋でお願いします。
Got it. The next day, I prepare to help Koron.
お邪魔します。
Who? Oh, yeah. I remember you. Come in. Well, you've been here before, so you should know your way around the place.
そうですね。あの時はシエルちゃんも一緒でしたけど。
Oh, right. We're all alone today. But we're just studying, so there's nothing to worry about. Sato is holding down the fort back at the cafe too. Oh, right. I need to go check on the cafe. So can you start without me?
大丈夫です。
I'll be right back. Everything got the shit, Asaki. You... I can't believe you leaving for 10 seconds and the cafe's already burning down. Why did you leave us? there, there isn't a single problem. The cafe... at the cafe, thanks to Rira and Shionomi. Okay, once again, Rira's first name and Rich's last name. Shionomi are skillfully handling tasks on the floor. I take the opportunity to pop in and say hello to Chisato in the kitchen. Chisato, hey. You're going to be fine without me, right?
あら、朝木くん。コロンちゃんの勉強を見てあげるんじゃなかったの？
Yeah, but I thought I should at least check on you guys first.
そうだったんだ。何も心配しなくても大丈夫。今はお客様の入りも落ち着いてるし、フロアにいるのもリラちゃんとリセちゃんだしね。あの二人がいれば安心よ。もうすっかりうちの顔だものね。
Yeah. I was just thinking about how lucky we are to have them. Thanks to Rira and Shionomiya, I don't have to worry about a thing. They've been here ever since we reopened, so we can always count on them. With those two on our team, I can focus on helping Koron with her studies. Okay, I guess I'll head back to my place. Koron is on her own right now.
わかったわ。あ、せっかくだからこれ差し入れに持って行ってあげて。
You didn't have to. Thanks, Chisato. Chisato hands me some green tea and bean daifuku that she prepared for us.
勉強の時には糖分補給も必要でしょ？じゃあ、二人とも頑張ってね。
I do remember when during a block exam, which is, as the name implies, is just like 2 weeks for everyone in high school to get over with all the exams, right? And you only need to come to school on the days of those exams, right? Anyway, one time I remember going in early for an exam. It was maths, and one of the teachers was handing out like gummy bears for the sugar boost, and Chisato reminded me of that. Thanks for the bad memories. I mean, I didn't fail, but still. Thanks. I grab Chisato's snacks and make my way back to my room. Thanks for waiting, Cordon. How's it going so far?
おかえりなさい、朝木先輩。今は授業の復習が中心ですから、特に問題は。あれ？何持ってるんですか？
I got some green balls. I mean, green tea and daifuku. She stares at the tray in my hand, lowering her head in a curious manner to inspect the items. Her eyes immediately light up once I place the green tea and bean daifuku on the desk. It's just bean daifuku. It's just a little something from Chisato. He says we need some sugar when we're studying.
嬉しい。ありがとうございます。後でちゃんとお礼を言わなくちゃ。
Sounds good. You can do that on your way home.
それじゃあ、今やってるところが終わったら少し休憩して、その後次の授業の予習をします。
Okay. Just say the word when you need some help. I'll stay quiet until then and let you focus.
はい、何かあった時はお願いしますね。
Yeah, that won't be awkward. Just Asaki sits there, waiting for Koron to ask for help. Koron continues to study in silence, staring at her textbooks and notes. It's nice saying that I'm going to help her, and all, but she honestly doesn't really need me. She's a hard-working straight-A student after all. Well, she's gonna be a straight B student if she keeps that 70%.
朝木先輩、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんですが。
Oh, go ahead. Tell me where you're stuck.
ここなんですけど。
I do my best to explain everything to Koron while she listens and nods. Just like that. Do you get it?
はい、とてもわかりやすかったです。
Good. I was a little worried about reviewing stuff from last year, but as soon as you mentioned it, it all came back.
先輩、本当に頭が良かったんですね。
Is he? I seem to have impressed Koron. I got my social points up. I stifle a laugh, but can't say anything once Koron has started to study diligently again. Koron continues studying for a while before reaching a good stopping point. Because she was studying so hard, she hasn't taken a break, and the green tea and bean daifuku are still sitting on the table. Good job, Koron. What do you say we have some tea and daifuku now?
あ、そうでした。せっかく千里さんが用意してくれましたしね。いただきます。
Sure is. Konon presses her hands together in prayer, then proceeds to drink the cold tea and eat the bean daifuku. She sure looks happy. How did studying in my room feel? It wasn't awkward, was it? Yeah, it wasn't awkward having Asaki stare at you while you're studying on your own and only occasionally asking him questions.
いいえ、全然そんなことないです。自分の部屋じゃないからいい緊張感がありますし、それに朝木先輩が教えてくれるのもとても嬉しかったです。
Look, all I'm gonna say is you probably would have had the same effect if she studied in the library instead. Glad to hear it. Feel free to study here whenever you want.
そうですね。考えておきます。テストの点数が悪いとアルバイトを辞めなきゃいけないかもしれないですし。
This is how you res. You subtly suggest to Koron that she spends more and more time in your room just to study, you know. And if anything else happens, well, you know, it's all part of the process. I understand. School should be your first priority.
朝木先輩、また教えてもらってもいいんでしょうか。
Of course. I'm glad you want my help.
はい、それじゃあまたよろしくお願いします。
Hopefully you didn't hear that. Sure thing. If you're fine with my room, that is.
別にそれは嫌じゃないですから。
See? You get comfortable in your room, that means... And then eventually you'll end up doing more than just studying. Or what, well... Saki will eventually end up doing more than watching her study. Kono avoids eye contact as she shyly mumbles those words, eating the bean daifuku all the while. Richa and Koron are scheduled to work at Caramella today. Two girls typically brighten up the cafe with their sunny smiles, but today is unusually quiet in here. Even now, the cafe is largely empty.
今日はお客様あんまり来ませんね。
I blame the weather. Up until yesterday, everyone's been visiting to escape the heat and humidity, but when I turned to look outside, dark clouds are spreading across an overcast sky. Looks like it's going to rain. Yeah, it looked a little gloomy inside, so I expected that.
さっきより空が真っ黒になってきましたね。これじゃあお客様も外に出るに出られないかも。
Yeah, you're right. Even I wouldn't be caught dead outside in this weather. Doesn't look like we'll be getting many customers, so we should figure out what to do.
みんなちょっといい？天気が気になるからラジオ聞いてたんだけど、台風が近づいてきてるみたい。
What? I was not expecting that. The differences between Koron's route and Richer and Rira's route. Oh wow. Is that why the weather's been so bad?
うん、そうみたい。台風は夜のうちに通り過ぎるみたいだけど、夜には大雨になるかもしれないわね。
それだと今日は常連さんが来ることはないかもしれないですね。いつものお二人も来られないでしょうか。
Those two are always thinking about Caramella and all of the poster girls. They're probably well aware of the typhoon, so I suspect they won't be coming until... I think they're avoiding the cafe since they know that being here means we'll have to work longer hours.
確かにお二人はそういう優しいところがありますね。
You said that like Rich and Koron aren't on the clock. Two customers isn't gonna change much.
なるほど。そういえばいつも他の常連さんや初めてのお客様を優先されてます。
Yeah, but on the news about the typhoon, I'd say they're avoiding us on purpose.
それで、朝輝くんにちょっと相談なんだけど。
We should close up shop earlier than usual. Shionomiya and Koron should also head home before the rain starts.
そう、それ。さすが朝輝くん、すぐに分かってくれたわね。
This is why Chisato and Asaki are meant for each other. Where's her route? I need it! Never mind. I'm not really sure about that, but...
お店早く閉めちゃってもいいんですか？
Yeah. No one's going to be here anyway. Even if we stay open, our customers might struggle to get home in the rain, which would be bad. Is Koron going to suggest studying? Because I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
あ、そういえばそうですね。
それに、従業員の安全を考えるのも店長の仕事だからね。朝輝くんは決断が早いわ。
Yeah, if only every manager was like Asaki. Then less people would hate their jobs. But, you know, the world is... If only the world was a better place. Even though we're closing early, you still need to be careful on your way home. I'm lucky to live right above the cafe, but everyone else has quite a way to go before they get home.
そうですね。途中で雨が降ったら大変ですし。
うんうん。それじゃあ閉店準備を始めて帰りましょうか。
わかりました。今すぐにでも降ってくるかもしれない空模様ですもんね。
And so, since there were only a few customers, we decided to close the cafe a little earlier and have everyone go home. No study session with Cordon. Maybe the typhoon has something to do with it, but by the time the sun was set, it's starting to rain has set. Looks like the typhoon is going to pass over tonight. I laid down on my bed. I checked the weather app on my phone. Forecast says the typhoon should pass by the morning. We'll have no issue opening the cafe tomorrow then. No customers showed up while we were closed, so shutting down early was the right choice. Huh? Suddenly, I hear a peculiar noise from the direction of the cafe. What could it be at this hour? It's probably just the wind getting stronger. Maybe the rain? Huh? I thought I was just hearing things. But this time I hear it clear as day. Realizing that someone is outside, I rush toward the cafe. Nah, don't tell me. When I open the door, Cordon is standing in front of me. Bro, why are you doing this? I'm surprised to see she doesn't have an umbrella and is covered in mud. But even more surprising is the little kitten she's cradling in her arms. Oh. I can't tell her... I can't let her go into the cafe like that. So I have her temporarily come into my place. It's very small. Cordon, who has just entered the cafe, who entered my room, is speechless. She's not going to explain what happened if I don't ask about the cat first. What's wrong with her, Cordon?
この子、近くのゴミ捨て場で必死にゴミを漁っていたんです。周りに親猫らしい姿もなくて、このままじゃ飢え死にするか保健所に保護されるって思ったら放っておけなくて。
I see. Upon closer inspection, I noticed the kitten is very thin. She's probably a malnourished stray. She probably hasn't eaten in a while, since she was digging for garbage and all.
朝木先輩、お願いです。この子を助けてください。勝手なこと言ってるって自分で分かってます。でも他に頼れる人誰も浮かばなくて。私
Cordon stares at me as her voice grows louder and louder. Why is she being so dramatic? I have a million questions, but for now, there's something more important to attend to. Hold on, I'll save my questions for later. But for now, we can't leave her like that. First, we need to give her a bath. So, I've never given a cat a bath before. So, could you lend me a hand?
ありがとうございます、朝木先輩。
She's a stray, so she may have fleas. The kitten, with all of her tiny might, is desperately resisting the two of us, as the two of us take turns bathing her until she's sparkling clean. That was way harder than I expected. Oh, you should take a shower too, Cordon. You're going to catch a cold in those dirty wet clothes.
確かにこのままじゃ帰れませんから、シャワーをお借りしますけど、絶対に覗かないでくださいね。
I'm sure you won't have to worry about that. Of course, I'll be here watching this little one, so don't worry. Oh, and I'll go grab you a fresh towel.
わかりました。いろいろありがとうございます。
Cordon I was going to look after the kitten while Cordon went to go take a shower, but the cat hid under the desk without any sign of coming back out. The poor girl must have been traumatized by the bath. This isn't good.
朝木先輩、シャワーお借りしました。ありがとうございます。どうしたんですか?
Okay, well, the first problem is that you didn't change into anything, so you're still wearing the wet clothes that you had when you showered. So the point of her showering to not get a cold is thrown out the window. And second, the cat's a bit scared. Oh, hold on. The cat got spooked and hasn't come out from under the desk. She's probably starving as well.
何かこの子が食べられそうなものってありますか? ご飯があったら出てくるかも。
So you're telling me that the hungry, malnourished cat should eat food? I can't believe I've never thought of that before, Conan. You're a genius. No wonder you get straight A's. Oh right, I'll whip something up I'll whip something up quick. Give me a second. Asaki, I don't know what to do with you, man. Upon returning to the room after preparing something for the cat, I tried preparing putting the food near the desk so that it's easily accessible. However, the cat doesn't seem to budge. He's not coming out, huh?
どうしよう。捕まえてきてお風呂入れちゃったからでしょうか。
Listen, just put the food down. Leave the cat alone until it wants to eat, and then it will eat. Yeah, that's probably it. She wasn't too happy about that.
もう大丈夫だよって抱きしめてあげたいのに。
It might take some time, but eventually she'll come out to eat. Let's leave her alone for now. Okay, good. Asaki took my advice.
はい。無理に食べさせようとしてまた嫌われちゃったら嫌ですし。
Clearly he heard me through the screen and changed the code so that whatever I said would have changed the outcome of this. Never mind. Koron looks a little disappointed, but seems to have decided that watching over the kitten from afar is the best thing to do. By the way, why'd you bring the kitten to my place? Was it because you couldn't take her home with you?
実は両親が動物アレルギーで昔からペットが飼えない状況で、でもこの子をどうしても助けたくて気がついたら抱き上げてて。
And that's why she's never had a cat before. Honestly, there are so many cat people that I know that are allergic to cats. A notable example for me would be my Japanese teacher. He's allergic to cats and is a cat person. So, you know, I don't know why there's what the link is, but yeah.
でも家に連れて帰れないし、だからって放ってもおけなくて、どうしようって思った時に朝木先輩のことが頭に浮かんだんです。
Look, even Cordon has a link with cat allergies, even though she herself does not have an allergy to cats. Her parents do, and she really likes cats. Me, I don't have I don't have a cat allergy, or my parents don't either.
それで朝木先輩だったら絶対にこの子を助けてくれるって思って来てしまって。 突然迷惑をかけてごめんなさい。
I know how you feel, Cordon. You really wanted to help her, so it's okay. But besides that, I'm honestly glad that you came to me in your time of need.
朝木先輩。
I'm happy that Cordon came to me for help, but I don't know if I can keep the kitten here. I've never raised any animals. Plus, there's the cafe to worry about. I mean, you know, you can make them a mascot. You know, Maki's a mascot, right? You can have more than one.
本当に自分勝手だって思うんですけど、でもお願いします。他に誰にも頼れなくて、どうしたらいいかもわからなくて。
Cotton bows her head as she's clearly sensed that I'm already mulling over her request. She's not wrong about me feeling a little reluctant, but the way she described feeling bad for leaving the kitten behind is understandable. Hell, even I feel the same way. Chin up, Cotton. I can't decide what to do with her right away, so for now I'll keep her in my room.
本当ですか？ありがとうございます、朝木先輩。
I'll make sure she's put in my room. It should be fine as long as she's nowhere near the cafe. But just so you know, I'm going to need to do a lot of research and I'll have to tell Chisato. When I glance in the direction of the kitten, I realize she's still under the desk. She's moving ever so slightly toward the food that I had prepared.
本当にありがとうございます。この子が心配なので、私も様子を見ていたいんですけど。
But it's already late, and your parents must be worried sick.
そうだ、さっきから何度も。
Well... Damn. Hearing my words, Cotton hurriedly takes out her phone and to look at her screen, with a distressed look on her face. As I expected, she has a flurry of missed calls waiting for her. Your family tried to contact you, huh?
はい、電話もメッセージもたくさん。
She was probably too busy worrying about the kitten to notice. Her parents are definitely scared right now, so I should let her go home as soon as possible. You should hurry home. It doesn't look like it's raining too heavily yet, so I'll let you borrow a towel and my umbrella. I'll even walk you halfway.
それはダメです。朝木先輩はこの子を見ていてくれないといけないですし、一人で帰れますから。
Look, I'm sure the cat will be fine. You'll only be gone. Asaki will only be gone for a while, for a bit. Won't take that long. Oh, right. I guess we can't leave her behind. Before I know it, the kitten's out from under the desk, eating the food I prepared for her. She's still acting a little cautious, but her hunger seems to have triumphed over her fear. I mean, that's why I told you to wait.
はい、だから傘とタオルだけ貸してください。
Because clearly it was my idea that I gave to Asaki to wait for the cat to eat the food. Because if I didn't say it, then never mind. Yeah, here you go. Please be careful on your way home.
わかりました。いろいろありがとうございました、朝木先輩。この子のことよろしくお願いしますね。
Leave it to me.
おはようございます、朝木先輩。
Oh, morning. How are you feeling, Koron? The next day, Koron spots me on the school grounds and says hello to me. It looks like she wants to ask about the kitten from yesterday.
聞きたいことが。
About the kitten, right? She's fine. She's still hiding most of the time, but she ate this morning.
そうなんですね。よかった。どうしてわかったんですか？
What else were you gonna ask about? Well, the look on your face told me everything. And you approached Asaki.
そんな顔って、気 昨日みたいなことがあったら当然じゃありませんか。
True. We need to be gentle with her right now. She's just a kitten, so it'll take time for her to warm up to us.
そうだといいんですけど、私無理やりあの子を連れて行ってしまったから。
That's why it's better to take things slow.
はい、わかりました。少しずつ仲良くなれたらいいなって思います。
But before you do that, there's something you need to do.
やることって何ですか？
I decided to tell her all the things that have been on my mind since yesterday. We need to prepare a cage and litter box for her, as well as proper cat food. After doing that, at the very least, we should take her to the vet.
そうでした。私そんな大事なことを忘れてしまっていて、ごめんなさい。
You were about to... You were out in the pouring rain, so it's no surprise. Oh, and I wanted to talk to you about something else.
必要な道具を買うなら私もお金を出しますから。
Cat toys are a must. Oh, right. That's very kind of you. But I was wondering if you could take her to the vet, since I need to look after the cafe. Plus, I'd figured you'd do a better job of explaining the situation to them.
はい、大丈夫です。お任せください。じゃあ今日早速連れて行きます。
Cotton is brimming with motivation. Going to the veterinary clinic as soon as possible is a good idea. So I'm glad I brought it up with her. I'm glad it worked out. After I buy some things that we need on the way home, I'll have you take her to the vet, okay?
わかりました。それじゃあ放課後によろしくお願いします。
Got it. See you then.
それじゃあそろそろ失礼します。
Okay. See you later. Cotton bows her head as she rushes off toward her classroom. Looks like I'm going to be a little busy after school today. After school, Cotton and I go to the pet store to buy things before going home. And things only get more complicated after that.
ほら、
Excuse
こっちに
me?
おいで。ご飯もあるよ。
I get that you can't really have them standing because they would be lower than the text box, but like now it just looks like they're floating. He's definitely pissed. I tried putting her in a cage to carry her to the vet, but she scampers away and hides under the desk. That's why I put the food in the cage, wait for her to start eating, and then close the cage.
もうこうなったら強行手段です。
Wait, hold on.
あなたのためなんだからね。 こら、待ちなさい。
What the fuck is going on?
朝木先輩、そっちに行きました。今です。
I don't think that's a good idea. Wait, what? Wait, okay. Thanks to Cordon's effort, the kitten pops up right before my eyes. So cute. The kitten, having made it a priority to escape from Cordon forgot to take me into account, making it easy for me to pick her up. And then into the cage she goes. Yeet. Well, you could have gone a lot better. That could have gone a lot better. Anyway, I'll leave the rest up to you.
はい、わかりました。本当はあんなことをしたくなかったんですけどね。また嫌われちゃいそうだし。でも、あの子のためだから。
I'm sure it'll be fine. Cats love nothing more than to be manhandled. Cats love nothing more than being thrown into cages without their will. The kitten who'd been thrashing about madly realizes that she can't get out and calms down. With that, Colin is able to take her to the vet. At least put some cat food in there. I guess not. Right after she leaves, cafe gets more busy than usual. Like I thought, the lack of customers yesterday was because of the horrible weather.
店長、お疲れ様です。お疲れ様です、店長さん。
Hey, Niwasaka and Shinomiya. How are you guys doing? It isn't too busy today, is it?
はい。でも、昨日来れなかった分、少しお客様は多いかも。そうですね。常連さんがたくさん顔を出してくれてますから。
As to be expected. They all missed us after only a day apart. It's definitely something to be happy about.
リラちゃん、ちょっと今いいかしら。
I don't think you should steal... Never mind.
はい、大丈夫です。店長、じゃあ行ってきます。
Go ahead. I have something to discuss with Chisato. So, I'll be in the kitchen. If you need anything, let me know.
わかりました。でも、特に何もなさそうだから大丈夫だと思います。
Thanks. I'm glad I can count on you two. Yura and Richa have been with us since the very beginning, and their strength and dedication to the cafe are immeasurable. Chisato, do you have a minute?
あさきくん、どうかしたの？
Why are you covered in cat fur? Cat hairs, I don't know. Is it fur or hair? Either way. To be honest, I have something I want to discuss. I briefly explained the whole abandoned kitten situation to Chisato. Chisato nods and smiles while listening.
お店の方に入らないようにすれば大丈夫よ。それと、猫の毛がついたままお店に入らないように注意することも必要かしら。
Yeah, okay, cat hair. I don't know why I was confused. Right. They do say cat hair gets everywhere. Well, that's as long as it's well, if it's a hypoallergenic cat, you know, you can solve that issue.
うん。だから念のためにゴミとか毛を取るために粘着式のクリーナーを使って服をきれいにしてからお店に入った方がいいかも。
I know what you're talking about. It's that thing that kind of looks like a paint roller, yeah?
そうそう、それそれ。これからは小さいサイズを常備しておきましょうか。
戻りました。
That was quick. Does the cat not have fleas? Just as we're discussing things, Cotton returns to the clinic. I can't hear a single peep from the kitten in the cage, so it seems she's finally behaving. Well, I would be too if I was covered in fleas and finally got them all removed.
噂をすればなんてやつね。リラちゃんとリシェちゃんがいるからお店は大丈夫よ。コロンちゃんと子猫の様子を見てきてあげて。
I will, thanks. I'll leave you guys to it then. Once we return to my room, I tell Koron everything that Chisato mentioned. She nods while taking notes on her cell phone. The cat isn't trying to get out of her cage anymore, so we decide to leave her there for now.
置いてもらえることになってよかった。ご迷惑をおかけしないように、私も一生懸命この子のお世話をします。
That would be great. I know I can't manage alone, so having you here is reassuring. But I also want to discuss some general hygiene rules with you.
それはそうですね。でも、具体的にはどうしたらいいんでしょうか。
Well, first of all, the cat has to stay put in this room. Whenever we go to the cafe, we need to make sure that we thoroughly wipe our clothes with disinfectant and an adhesive roller. Okay, the disinfectant isn't really that... You don't need that.
はい、わかりました。
Cats are pretty clean in and of cats clean themselves. We'll do that from now on.
朝木先輩、いろいろありがとうございます。
Is something wrong?
私が拾ってきた子猫のためにそこまで考えてくださっているのに感激してしまって。
Of course I care. Even though I wasn't the one who took her in, it's my responsibility to make sure she gets the love and care she deserves. I'm determined to take good care of her, just like you are.
朝木先輩、すごいです。
Koron, who'd nearly been moved to tears, is smiling while looking a little embarrassed. Oh, right. Did the vet say anything? She isn't even trying to get out of the cage anymore, so... Koron looks taken aback as I stare at the kitten in the cage and attempt to change the topic.
野良だったからか飲みがついていたみたいですけど、それと痩せてること以外は健康状態は悪くないみたいです。
Please, huh? It's good that we gave her a bath right away.
そうですね。飲み取りのお薬を出してもらったので使わないといけないみたいです。あと生後4ヶ月くらいだろうって言われました。あ、お薬はこれで首の後ろに垂らすタイプです。これで24時間で飲みは駆除できるって言われました。
Wow. It works that quickly? I wonder if it's okay to vacuum up the fleas in my room.
はい、獣医さんもそう言ってました。
Got it. Okay. We need to apply the medicine then. Her head is so big. I mean, I sense the theme. Well, actually, no. Pamu's head is the same as her body, but Chimaki, that's also a similar situation. The kitten is giving us an icy glare from inside the cage. It's going to be hard to get her out of there.
朝木先輩。
I know it'll be hard, but we have to do it. Just like before, Cotton and I managed to get her out of the cage. After we finish applying the medicine, the kitten scrambles under the desk, but at least she seems more used to being in the room than yesterday. This keeps up. She's never going to warm up to us. Just keep feeding her. She will eventually, alright?
はい。でも、あのまま放っておいて、この子に何かあったことを考えた方が心が痛くなりますから。
Koron looks worried as she glances at the hissing kitten. It's obvious that the poor girl was traumatized from being abandoned. She's in good hands now, so I'm sure she'll calm down eventually.
そうですね。そうなったらいいなって思います。
As long as you keep feeding her, I'll do whatever I can to help her. It'd be great if she could feel comfortable around us sometime soon. Then all the hissing would stop. By the way, Koron, it's getting pretty late. You should head home. Head on home.
そうですね。もうちょっとこの子の様子を見てたかったですけど。
Also, make sure to use the lint roller so your parents don't get trigger an allergic reaction. I don't know what to I don't know the word for it. Get triggered. I don't know. Koron looks a little disappointed as she casts a sad gaze toward the cat, but it's best she hurries home since she stayed out so late yesterday and all.
昨日のこともあるので、そろそろ帰ります。
Sounds good. I'll take you home.
私は一人で大丈夫です。それに、朝木先輩はお店もありますし。
You sure? I'm kind of worried.
大丈夫ですよ。通い慣れた道ですし、それに薬を使ったばかりなので、この子の様子を見ていてほしいんです。
You have a point. I feel bad for not being able to send you home, but I guess I'll stay put.
気にしないでください。明日もこの子の様子を見に来てもいいですか？
Of course. See you tomorrow.
それじゃあ、今日はこれで失礼します。バイバイ。また明日ね。
Koron, who's clearly unwillingly to part with the kitten, waves her hand and looks back at her many times before finally making her way home. It might take some time for the cat to stop being hostile, but all we can do is wait. Correct. Best thing to do is wait. After class, we walk toward the cafe. Today I'm heading to Caramella with Koron and Ciel. Koron is telling an extremely curious Ciel all about the abandoned kitten.
いいなあ、子猫。私も会ってみたいです、お兄ちゃん。
I don't know. She's not used to us yet. It might be better to keep her away from other people right now.
そんなに慣れてないの、コロンちゃん。私は特に無理やり連れてきちゃったからすごく警戒されてるみたい。そうなんだ。でも絶対に慣れてくれる日が来るから大丈夫。本当に？絶対にそういう日が来る？うん。タムちゃんと私みたいに仲良しになれるに決まってるよ。そうなったらいいな。
And then after that happens, Richa will be the only one without an animal companion. Rira's got Chimaki, Yel's got Pamu, Koron is gonna have Cat, and Richa won't have anyone. Yeah.
ところでコロンちゃん、その子猫の名前はなんていうの？
Her name will be Ron. I was gonna say Ko, but Ron is better. Oh yeah, we haven't decided yet.
そうなんです。朝木先輩に子猫の名前のことを話そうと思って、実はいろいろ考えてきたんです。
As she says that, Koron pulls out her phone, taps on the memo app, and holds the screen towards Ciel and I.
これ、子猫 の名前？コロンちゃんが全部考えたの？そうなの。まだ候補なんだけど、朝木先輩はこの中でどれがいいと思いますか？
Looking at the list of cute names, I can tell Koron put a lot of thought and effort into this. They're all cute. Every single one of them is nice. Why not just pick the one you like best, Koron?
私もそう思います。本当に私が決めていいんですか？
You found her first. You found her, so yeah. Which name would you choose from the list? Koron is beaming with happiness after taking in our suggestions. Eventually, she shyly points at a name on the screen.
実はこのラテがいいなと思っていて、どうですか？
Latte? Oh my god. Cute. I try imagining what it's like being to call a kitten latte in my head. There she is. There she is in my room, glaring and squinting at me without so much as a response. Yeah, it's perfect. Why not? Cute. Is there a meaning behind it? Yeah, it relates to Caramella.
それはなんでもいいじゃないですか。
It matters enough.
可愛い名前に決まったし、理由はいいよね。
Well, I guess that's true. But from now on, let's call her Latte.
そうしてください。
I thought she might have had a good reason to name her that, but it doesn't seem like she'll tell me. There's an inviting calmness to Caramella today due to the large number of regular customers. Gordon and Ciel, who by now are accustomed to the needs of the regulars, handled the floor smoothly.
朝木先輩、ちょっと読みたい本があるんですけど、隅っこの席に座って読んでもいいですか？
I don't see a problem with that. Seeing how there are only regulars in right now.
ありがとうございます。お客様が来たらすぐに席を空けますね。
Sure thing. The slightly excited Gordon returns to an inconspicuous corner of the room, then begins to read her book, How to Take Care of a Kitten 101. She looks so focused. What could she be reading? 101 Ways to Take Care of Your Cat. Gordon flips through the same page over and over again, going back to earlier pages to confirm her thoughts. I'm not going to lie, I am a bit curious. Gordon.
お客様来ましたか？
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's something else. You look pretty focused, so I'm just wondering what you're reading.
そうだったんですね。実は学園の図書館から猫を飼う時の参考になるような本を何冊か借りてきたんです。
I was right. Oh, so that's why you were focused so hard. You were focusing so hard. But to tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised. I thought you already knew a lot about cats since you like them so much and all.
家がペット禁止だったから生き物を飼った経験はないんです。
Alright. You mentioned that both the parents have allergies. Well, I don't have a cat. I still know a lot about taking care of them.
というか、猫が特別好きなわけではありませんから、それは誤解です。
Of course, yeah. My mistake. How could I think that Cotton likes cats? It's so dumb of me. You know, doesn't help that she has a pin of a cat on her uniform and a phone strap of a cat on her phone. But you know, she doesn't like cats. I know. Sorry to bother you. I'll let you get back to it.
はい、ありがとうございます。
It's really obvious that she likes cats. So why is she still in denial? With Coron still buried in her books, there's a good chance she isn't going to tell me the reason behind Latte's name, even if I ask nicely. After another day at Caramella, Coron makes her way into my room to check up on Latte. As soon as she approaches her, however, the kitten rushes under the desk. Latte actually does hate her.
また隠れちゃった。もう無理やり捕まえたりしないから、こっち出ておいで。
She's not hissing at least.
嫌ってこと？もう、名前も考えたんだよ。あなたは今日からラテだからね。
Man, you're lucky. She gave you such a good name. Come here, Latte. Okay, well that's not much better than a hiss. Latte continues to shoot glares at me while hissing loudly. He did not hiss. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of patience. We're going to have to get to know each other slowly.
そうですね。名前を呼んでお世話を続けたら、きっと慣れてくれると思います。
Right. I'll do my best to take care of her. Don't you worry.
そうだ、それです。朝木先輩も面倒を見てくれているので、せっかくだからこの本を読んでおいてください。
Huh? Coron passes me a book. Same one she was reading before, in fact. And after that, she starts giving me more and more of them. You bought this many? You borrowed this many?
はい、わからないことが多いですから、いろいろ知りたいと思ったので。
YouTube could have provided you the same amount of information for less room. That books take I don't know what I'm saying. You're not wrong about that. I'll give it a go then. There's nothing wrong with having some extra knowledge. Plus, if I read all these, I'll know how to deal with Latte in emergency situations that don't require a vet. When I flip through the pages of one of the books, there's a page with pictures of essential cat tools. Oh, we need nail clippers. We forgot to buy them the other day. Oh boy, how are they gonna... Okay, look. Here's what you have to... Here's the thing. Sure, yes, nail clippers are good. But... you need to know how deep to cut so that it... how... I don't know how to say it. I know you need to know where to cut so that it doesn't cut the root, right? And you need to make sure that the cat's actually, you know, still when you do it. And there are a few ways of doing it. So don't worry about clippers now, because those methods aren't going to work.
そういえばそうですね。今度買ってこないと。アルバイト代で足りるかな。
She's going to be in my room, so I'll pay for the expendable stuff. You've already spent a lot of money buying other things, so it's only fair.
それはダメです。私が無理を言ってラテを置かせてもらっているんですから、 これ以上迷惑をかけられません。
Seriously, I don't mind cats at all. Plus, I want to look after her. So, just let me pay.
本当にいいんですか？
Yeah, she's living with me. So I'm not going to let her bear the burden I'm not going to let you bear the burden all by yourself. As I say that, Latte looks up from under the desk. She's still a bit shaky, but I'm relieved she's doing a bit better than yesterday.
それじゃあお願いしてもいいですか？
Of course. From now on, let's figure out the best ways to look after Latte together.
はい、そうですね。
Coron also turns to look at Latte under the desk. Latte, we're talking about you, you know? I don't think we're going to be best buddies anytime soon. But let's get to know each other a little by little.
朝木先輩、ラテの名前なんですけど。
Oh, right. I'm glad you thought of a nice name.
さっきは言えなかったんですけど、名前をつけた理由ちゃんとあるんです。
Coron continues to speak while looking down at her feet. I quickly decide to quietly listen to her instead of asking her to elaborate.
これ覚えてますか？
This is the strap I got for you the other day. Strap that Coron pulls out has a cat character on it.
はい、この猫のマスコットとこの子が似てるなって思って。
Oh, so the character's name is Latte.
違うんです。そうじゃないんですけど、この子と仲良くなれるような名前がいいなって思ったので。
He was a bit quiet there. Very quiet, I mean. So that's why you named her Latte, huh? Coron's reasoning is more charming than I expected. So I can't help but smile.
でも別に猫が好きとかこのマスコットが好きとかそういうのじゃありませんから。
I know. Anyway, I think Latte really suits her.
わかってくれているならいいんです。誤解されたままだといけませんから。
I want to comment on how Coron must really like this character since she knows its name and all, but I decide to keep my mouth shut to avoid getting yelled at again.